and living in this new reality of we're living by the grace of God. It's not just that we can do whatever we want to and act however we want to, but we are representatives of Christ, not just representatives, but we are little Christ. Little, Christians means little Christ, and we should be acting like that, right? Going out about our day and in each situation acting holy and redeemed. That is in the process. Of course, we're not going to walk out of here and all be just, completely sinless. But this is a process of sanctification that we go through and learn from as we're going through these things. But just as Joseph didn't avoid sin, he served faithfully wherever he was placed. We are also supposed to do the same thing in our lives as we're working, whatever job or function we're in. If we're driving a truck or working at a feed store or whatever else, we are to walk as if we are walking with Christ. And everything we're doing, we're making those decisions. We're presenting ourselves to a righteous way of living. To give an example of this, I have a little story. In the 14th century, two brothers fought for the right to rule over a dukedom in what now is Belgium. The older brother's name was Reynold, but he was commonly called Crassus, a Latin nickname meaning fat, for he was horribly obese. After a heated battle, Reynold's younger brother, Edward, led a successful revolt against him and assumed the title of Duke over his lands. But instead of killing Reynold, Edward devised a curious imprisonment. He had a room in the castle built around Crassus, a room with only one door, and the door was not locked. The windows were not barred. And Edward promised Reynold that he could regain his land and his title anytime he wanted to. All he would have to do is leave the room. Sounds good, right? The obstacle to freedom was not in the doors or the windows, but in Reynold himself. Being grossly overweight, he could not fit through the door, even though it was of near normal size. All Reynold needed to do was diet down to a smaller size, then walk out a free man, with all he had before his fall. However, his younger brother kept sending him an assortment of tasty foods. And Reynold's desire to be free never won out over his desire to eat. Some would accuse Duke Edward of being cruel to his older brother, but he would simply reply, "My brother is not a prisoner. He may leave when he so wills." But Reynold stayed in that room for 10 years until Edward himself was killed in battle.